Hi everybody, I'm going to demonstrate why we live on a motionless plane and not a spinning ball. Here is the Earth. Here is your North Pole, South Pole. Center or core of the Earth is supposedly where gravity is pulling all things to the surface, dictating that no matter where you're at, you should be plumb. Anybody that believes in the Earth being a ball can agree with this. We got a man standing right here. He's standing straight up, plumb. Doesn't matter what you use. Flagpole, building, anybody that does construction can tell you that things are built plumb or level. The only problem with this, and people say, well, gravity is holding us to the spinning ball, because if it wasn't for gravity, centrifugal force would be whipping us right off the ball. Okay, big problem with this. Here's the equator. This theory works just great if you're standing like right here. Most people aren't standing right on the equator. Okay, say you're in North America, where this guy here is. You have centrifugal force that pulls at a 90-degree angle from the center axis of any spinning ball. 90 degrees, both directions, in a circle. Centrifugal force is pulling everything away from this. Anybody that has spun a ball, a basketball, anything, can understand this concept. The problem with gravity theory is that it works here and here only, because when you come up here, guess what? You've got the centrifugal force that is pulling in this direction, and it doesn't matter if you're standing here or over here. It doesn't matter. Centrifugal force is going to be pulling you this direction while gravity is pulling you this direction. Shouldn't you be feeling this odd pulling effect? Especially since at the equator we are supposedly at 1,000 miles per hour. That's over 200 miles an hour faster than the speed of sound. I don't care how big you think the ball is, that is extremely fast spin. And you should be feeling it, especially when it is not pulling in the direction of your centrifugal force. Hot air balloons, same thing. It's going to be plumb with the supposed gravity, which is really density. Gravity does not exist, and this proves it right here. Why isn't this balloon, if it's supposedly being pulled down by gravity and centrifugal force at the same time, why is it not leaning and pulling to the side, this direction? Even better demonstration is, why isn't the water up here with centrifugal force being pulled this way when gravity is pulling supposedly this way? Use your mind, use your eyes, and realize you've been fed a load of crap. Thank you for watching.
Fuck off, shill. The earth is flat.
Only the propeller on the cap of globe heads with PhDs will remain spinning after this video.
Most amount of pinning successfully spun on a wheel.
Do you even know how many that is?
My power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Okay.
7. I'm gonna spend 27 pennies on it.
Centrifugal force acts immediately, before a single revolution is completed.
I took the bite sideways.
You lost a bunch. How do we know how many you lost?
Alright, now, ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that stayed on there counts too.
Awesome. That one definitely counts. That's the only one that counts. That many pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Did you count the one I just threw in
Yeah.
there? Alright.
20. That's a good amount. Of pennies successfully spun in a bike tire.
Goat blood drinking, greenhouse gas religion preachers would have you believe that a fly, on the outer edge of the spinning bike tire, would not notice it was moving.
Globeheads say, you can play ping pong in a jet plane. But let's see what happens if on the outside.
Let's go. Talk to me, Jim. Take it out. Start up and take it away. Okay, here we go. Okay, take it away. Move it up. Take it up. Bring it out. Get a crosswind there, buddy. Up, take it up. Come on, lift off, lift off. Up we go. Oh, lift off, lift off. Oh, we got crosswind. Oh, we got back to the crosswind, ball. Come on, I can feel up. Beautiful. Okay, take it out, go back. You doing all right down there? Whoa! Something!
Jim Bailey was a thrill seeker. He was a dreamer. But he accomplished something very few people had ever accomplished. Jim Bailey sacrificed everything to accomplish what he did.
Playtime is over. Now we are really going to get the batshit crazy Looney Tunes globeheads to rip out their hair with both hands as we uncover their bullshit angular velocity.
Globeheads say, you can't feel Earth spin. because it takes 24 hours to complete a single turn. How many times an object spins in a set amount of time has nothing to do with its speed or velocity.
Galileo defined speed as distance traveled per unit time, as in miles per hour or mph.
Globeheads refer to Earth's decimal 0.0069 revolutions per minute or RPM as speed. They love to refer to Earth's RPM as angular velocity, but this is just another term for RPM.
We will destroy the globe heads with an onion, an orange, a slice of pizza, and an amusement park ride.
The center of fake globe has the slowest speed, exactly like the hour hand on your watch. The speed at the equator, on the surface of fake globe, is 1,000 miles per hour or 5 football fields per second. Our PM is the same at every point. It tells you nothing about speed. Our PM is a useless parameter. As the onion rings get bigger, more distance is traveled in the same amount of time. Angular velocity is just a descriptive term for the wedge shapes formed by partial revolutions. This slice of pizza represents a partial revolution of the hour hand on a watch, as it goes from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Since all points on the hour hand travel together, the point furthest away from the center, represented by the crust, goes faster than any other point, because it covers the greatest distance. The slices of pepperoni on this lovely pepperoni and cheese pizza have the same radius as a watch. The radius of a watch is less than 1 inch. The distance between 2 and 4 o'clock is less than 1 inch. Therefore, it would seem to take forever to move along the outer edge of a typical pepperoni watch. This is also the case at or near the center of fake globe Earth, but not at the outer edge. This pepperoni and cheese pizza slice depicts a partial revolution of fake globe Earth. The outer edge of the crust represents the distance traveled along the equator after 1.5 hours. The equatorial radius of fake globe Earth is almost 4,000 miles, and a distance traveled in this example is about 3,000 miles along the outer edge. In order for a point on the equator of fake globe Earth to keep up with a point on the hour hand, it must travel over 1,000 miles per hour all day, every day. You would definitely notice, if you were riding on a giant hour hand traveling over 1,000 miles per hour, that is equivalent to 5 football fields per second, 24 hours a day, Every day. For life.
It gets worse. For globe heads. When we discuss fake geostationary satellites, they are much further away from the center of fake globe Earth than the surface of the equator. Fake geostationary satellites travel at 30 football fields per second in order to keep pace with the hour hand of a watch, or fake globe Earth's rotation. That's almost 7,000 miles per hour. But you would feel perfectly still, according to the globehead religion.
Fly Earth is a runaway train, nothing can stop it. Batshit crazy Looney Tunes globeheads are filling the insane asylums, as all the dominoes of their religion have now fallen.
Rockets and jet planes fly by pushing off of the atmosphere. Jet planes burn fuel to turn turbines, to compress air, and blow it out the back of the engine. Rockets use the expanding gases of combustion directly through a cone-shaped nozzle.
What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got to go round. Talking about your troubles, it's a crying sin. Ride a painted pony, let the spinning wheel spin. You got no money and you got no home. Spinning wheel all alone, talking about your troubles and you never learn. Ride a painted pony, let the spinning wheel turn. Did you find a directing sign on the straight and narrow highway? Would you mind a reflecting sign? Let it shine within your mind and show you the colors that are real. Someone's waiting just for you. Spinning wheel, spinning true. Drop all your troubles by the riverside. Let your painted pony on the spinning wheel ride. Someone's waiting just for you. Spinning wheel, spinning true. Drop all your troubles by the riverside. Catch a painted pony on the spinning wheel ride.
Hello YouTube, this is my Lego flywheel. What happens is when I take a motor and turn this wheel, it makes this turn, and when it turns, the centrifugal force will push these tires outwards, which will lift the wheel in the middle up. And you can see there's two rubber bands holding it together, so it needs a lot of force to do that, but can get that just by spinning. And there just how it makes contact. And you can use this for all sorts of things, like speedometers, where you can like put a chart up behind the wheel and see how high it rises to see how fast it's going, and all sorts of other things. I've even seen people use things like this for gear shifts. So I'll take my Kinect's motor and plug it in. And this will get really noisy in a second. So it's using this extra piece here, like this, to help me press the wheel against the motor. As you can see, it's going so fast that it pulls outwards. I'll do it one more time. It's going really fast. So if you were to put up like a chart behind it, you could tell how fast the thing was going by how high the wheel was. So please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.